Hi, welcome to this video. It's an update for the articles about Virtualbox. So if you go to ArcoLinux.com, in applications, utilities, you have here virtual machines. So it's all about virtual machines, this category. And often people will try and install ArcoLinux or ArcoLinux or any Linux version on a Virtualbox. So that's what this is all about. There is another video that says how to install it, but if it's already installed, in Super F7 in ArcoLinux, you'll have it. So I've been making tutorials about ArcoLinux, but how to set up the current version of Virtualbox at this point in time, and that's the 2nd of January 2020. Okay, so first you install everything, and then you need to make a template. That's the way I do it anyway. So I make a template, and with the template I can clone it. So all the settings are in here, and I can say let's now clone this particular template into another name and install Manjaro, for instance, right? So that's the idea. Create a template. So new, and I'll call this one template bizden. It's not Microsoft. It's scroll up, ArcoLinux 64 bits. We don't do 32 bits, ArcoLinux that is. Memory size, I have 16, so giving half of it it's okay. And then half for the machine, well, they call the one they call host, and there's another one called guest, so 50-50 is good. And then next, and then the size of your hard disk. With 20 gigabytes you have more than enough, but if you plan to actually install lots of stuff on it, take a little bit more. If you have Plasma, for instance, as choice as desktop, well, take 25, for instance. Okay, so we have now a template, but the template is not yet set. We've set a few things, but not all things. So go back in, go to settings, and go over all these options. And the ones I'll use, and it's up to you to choose whatever you like. This one is an important one if you want to learn ArcoLinux. There are two ways of booting up. There is grub and there is UEFI, and it's explained on tutorials on ArcoLinux.com. It's actually easy to find. So BIOS and UEFI and installation, those two files or articles. This is a category actually, and that's an article. It will show you what to do, but it's a choice, either grub or UEFI. So in this case, if it's not ticked on, now it's UEFI, now it's grub. Then the processor, I have 8 CPUs, so I'm gonna give more. CPUs 50-50 is always a good idea. This is also a good idea, and you can read here why. For instance, NeoFetch will find out or figure out that you have a CPU AMD or Intel that way. Acceleration, all good. Display, give it a little bit more. Middle, top, I tried everything. You see what's best for you. And then the thing that's probably gonna be, well, bothering people, the graphics controller. This is the virtual VMware SVGA, right? So what we need is either VBox VGA or VBox SVGA. Both of them are good, as long as you don't select 3D acceleration. So it gives us a message here if we select something else. And then of course the questions come up and people say, what did I do wrong? The virtual machine, well, is gone, is configured to use a graphical other than the recommended one, and they recommend VM SVGA, but that's a virtual machine for VMware. Please consider switching blah blah blah. No, we need VBox SVGA, one thing, but you can't do this one. I'll do the mistake. So if you select this one and then that one, and then say OK, see what happens. VM SVGA, and we don't want VM SVGA. We do want the other one. So that's well, annoyance. You get annoyed by it, you get frustrated by it, but leave this off, and it's gonna work. The same applies for VBox SVGA. Let's do it again. 3D accelerated VM SVGA. So you think everything is right, everything is set right. You boot up and you get a very small screen, right? And you're frustrated. Well, just don't use enable 3D acceleration anymore. That's one show. This works, right? And the other one, let's show that as well. Node ready, activate, and that's fine. This is gonna work. Well, most of the time I'll choose the other one, although I do not see any difference between them, but I'll do this, and for the rest I think everything was okay. Don't change anything here. So as an example, do I have an example? I think I have only ArcoLinux in here. So you boot up and you just have your installation. So these are the settings today, January 2020, the things I set of how I set it, but things will change, everything is in motion, and settings need to be revisited once there's a new release or something like that. All right, the most important thing is this issue that people are now having.